Hello and welcome back. This is day 272 of streaming every single day, and my 49th art stream. Sorry that everything took so long, guys. You may or may not be able to see in the top right corner, but I was working very hard and trying to dig up all my old renditions of Alfina. And I need to address something about the design, because I desperately needed to go back to see some of the oldest designs possible, back from 2021, 2022. Yeah, let's get started. Hello, Elfin Fable. Hello, Spooky Nebby. Hello, Sanic. How are you guys today? And the Elfiverse is real. Oh my gosh. So, I'm gonna zoom out here and show everyone different bits of this. This was the one I was talking about, that I was trying to remember, and I knew there was tiny little wings from her head. But the thing is, I think I had the XIV hairstyle adaptation for this one. And I clearly had different shoes. I don't think I like those shoes anymore. I don't really like the outfit design as much. Honestly, as even the one we did yesterday. The one on the left, as you all see. This was supposed to be the original design. This one. It was concise. It had at least one wing showing. It still was feathery. It still had metal. And my favorite part was the bow. And the whole thing was, when she sang, her bow would glow in these different colors. This blue to navy blue to purple to pink, like being the best color of that one. For Story Alfie, yeah, yes, of course. Because Story Alfie was before Final Fantasy XIV Alfie. And the PNG tuber you guys are seeing right now is due to after playing Final Fantasy XIV, I decided to make a PFP for my Twitter account, and that's what this was for. I have told this story once before, but essentially, this PFP that you guys see for my PNG tube model, I did mention before that she used to talk through her teeth, because I only had it as a grin, because it was supposed to be like a smiling for like a picture, like profile picture. But then my mom, when she was telling me like, oh, instead of drawing a whole new picture for Alfina, why don't you just use your Twitter profile? I'm like, I mean, I don't know, that's literally just my Twitter profile picture. Why would I want to make it my PNG tube model? I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I should just use that as my PNG model for now. And before it only had a grin. Like I had mentioned before, my mom also said, like, oh my gosh, she's talking through her teeth. I'm like, come on, you're gonna make me go switch it now? So yes, I ended up adding a neutral smile and an open mouth version, even though usually it only had a grin. I had to go back and edit it all. Just because my mom was suggesting it to me. Goodness, but honestly, I'm glad she did, because looking back on those videos now, I just cringe seeing like it's almost like you convince yourself to hearing that I'm talking through my teeth when I'm not. It's kind of cursed. But yeah, this was the outfit I was designing before. I think I know why I didn't choose this one. But it was a cool concept because of the whole idea where I wanted my channel to be centered around music and singing. So this would work very well. I might actually consider this one again. And then this one, this is a very old rendition of Alfina. And not to spoil anything from my story, but let's just say there's an alternate version of Alfie, and this is kind of her. Right here, this purple one. Let me hide these ones. Which one did I put under? This one. Oh, there's actually one missing. Let me move this one. This is one of the ones I was working on a long time ago for an actual PNG model. This was supposed to be one of them. I was actually like trying to set it up for like rigging and stuff, but it didn't really work out and I didn't really like it. So and the outfit has to be just right or I'm not gonna be happy with it. This right here, yeah, this one is the original Alfina. What she was originally based off of was one of my characters called Maple, and let's just say she will still be appearing in the story, but not as Alfina. This is one of her outfits. I need to figure out which was which. I need to figure out the hair ones. This one's hair. Where's her clothes? Goodness. It has to be somewhere. This one. Okay, yeah, she had this, like, kimono kind of, like, thing, and I really liked that. But, I also had this other version. She had this, like, little top she could put on. Where's the other shirt? So I can turn that one off. Darn it. Where is it? Wait, it's actually clearly below, so I need to remove that. This one, okay. Yeah, so this was supposed to be her look originally. And I have a different look for Maple even now. But I'm happy with, seeing how Alfie has turned out over the years. And, these are some of the hairstyles I had gone between. I actually had contacted some of my friends and asked them which one did they like the most. And, of course, most of them were like, okay, the original, like the Alfie from Final Fantasy. They're just all like, I remember Alfie as this. I'm like, oh. Other than that, some of them voted this one because it's a little bit on the wild side. This one is more like Maple here. This one I'm circling right here. This one is more like Maple. It's essentially the hairstyle she would have with this color if she was Maple. But even then, Maple's changed a lot too. I think I was actually drawing her on one of my streams, but I didn't say that. But then, this one is her, like, kind of Valkyrie-styled hairstyle. Oh yeah, actually, I wanted to talk about that again, because, like, I know I mentioned, like, Valkyrie-esque yesterday, but even looking at the definition and, like, the lore of Valkyries, it doesn't really match my story at all. That's why I'm saying, like, when I mean Valkyrie, I mean, like, a very, not your typical kind. Like, it's very different. Very, very different. I just like the winged style, and, like, the Sky Warrior kind of vibe. But it's nothing like actual Valkyrie stories at all. I think you guys would notice that pretty easily, because she has nothing to do with Odin, nothing to do with any of the other people like that. And then we had... Oh yeah, I saw it has something to do with, like, drinking mead and beer or something, and I was like, that is nothing like Alfie. So, I was like, that is not anything near. And so that is definitely not what I was going for, but, like, the Sky Warrior vibe with the bird. Because she actually has a bird companion. I haven't addressed that yet, but she has, like, a phoenix. And that's why I like, that whole style. I guess I could probably tell you guys her phoenix's name. Or I could keep it a secret, I guess, but I like her phoenix a lot. I didn't get to draw her much, actually. If you guys notice this position here, though, for this mannequin model I made, just for all these 4 hairstyles, I had made it, like, with her arm out, intending to put the bird on her arm, but I never ended up getting to it, because that was just, like, a mannequin for testing hairstyles. This one was, like, when I was testing her old complexion a long time ago, when I was trying to figure out her hairstyle. I was like, her eyes. And then, this was the one my grandma had actually seen, which is funny. This is one of my first mock-up designs, and probably one of my favorites. It just looks like there's a lot going on, though, if you guys can see. Cute. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just feel like it was, like, overall, there's a lack of color, though, and I heard that, like, for, color theory stuff in, like, art and whatnot, if you have white, that's gonna be the first thing people's eyes are drawn to. I'm not so much as wanting the focus to be on the outfit so much, but more so the hair and, like, the physics of the hair and eyes and stuff when I get to her model. Which does work for me, because white and red are 2 of the most eye-catching colors ever. White, honestly, being one of the more eye-catching, just because if you have any other color in a white space, your eyes are going to be more drawn to the white in most scenarios. But red also does really catch your attention, I guess. So that might help for her eyes, I guess. Also having, like, green and then blue, that's kind of crazy. RGB, I guess. But she's not actually supposed to have blue all the time. That's why when I draw her, I don't always draw her with the blue, because she's not supposed to have all the time. It's just her power-up form. This is one of my mock-up designs from a long time ago as well. This is more recent, but still a long time ago. I forgot. There's a lot of toggles on this one. There she is. This was like a chest strap. I could do a chest strap instead of that, which I kind of like it better like this. That's a secret. That's a secret. I can't tell. I have this here. Had different type of skirt. I don't know where her other skirt is right now. This one? Yeah, I guess I never colored in the simple skirt because I didn't like it as much. And then we have her hair here, because I was actually gonna make this into a model a long time ago. And I never ended up getting to it because I didn't really like it. I think I prefer the less sleeves with the 3-tiered skirt. And then, let's see here. We had that part, skirt. Yeah, we had the shorts underneath. Kind of similar to the feathery look we had originally, but much different. Honestly, I'm not a fan of these shorts as much as the other ones, but they still kind of look okay. This one I had like the same kind of blue-purple thing going on. Looks like Fields of Mystery Alfie kind of. Yeah, that's what I was inspired by, was my original designs. This was like designed based on my old look of this, because I still wanted to keep it. Since I felt like white was just too plain of an outfit, because her outfit's pretty much all white. So I really wasn't sure about that. The boots here, the drape in the back, which I was saying connected to these. Like these connect in the back to make the drape here. Let's see here. Actually, what was that one on? Let me close this one to see. What is layer 6? Oh, this one. Yeah, so this was the one that was actually going to become an official Vtube model at some point, but then I ended up not doing it. Because I was just cringing at the fact that I decided to use my Final Fantasy XIV Alfie, essentially. And I kind of just didn't want to do that, because it just didn't feel true to my character. Like, at all. So I scrapped that idea. I did kind of like what I did with this, though. How I changed this top, essentially, this outfit. You see right here. I've had so many different renditions of it. But this was like a feathery top up here. This part was kind of like, how do they say it? The jabot? This thing right here? This thing that puffs up, and it goes on the neck. It's like a neck item. And, I tried to make one of those, but like fluffy back then. Like a fur, faux fur kind of thing. But more like feathers, like, I don't know, it's kind of like feathers, I guess, yeah. That was the goal of it. And then the whole chest piece was like that. There was just feathers for the side, like longer feathers. No gem here, if you guys notice. I don't know why I decided not to do a gem. I think I might have had one right here at some point. I did not save that version, I guess. And if I did not see it when I went back to look for it today. So overall, I'm just like trying to go through all my different versions, and I think I'm more set on this kind of version here, but not with this hairstyle. I want my own custom hairstyle, without the elf ears, because I've decided a long time ago that I was not going to do, elf ears for Alfie. Contrary to my Lalafell, and contrary to my PNG tube model, considering it's based on the Final Fantasy XIV version. I've gone through a lot of renditions, to say the least. This is one of my favorite ones too, actually. But, like, just the pose. I feel like it got, like, her battle pose pretty accurate, I guess. This one is just, like, floating in space. I don't know. It doesn't look right to me. Actually, where's the last one? Oh, yeah, my Fields of Mystery one, that's why. This is the Fields of Mystery one without pixel form. Is that a lance? Yes, yes, you have seen a lance. She wields a lance in battle. I've gone through many renditions, even of her story version. It's actually a lot of work having to write a story, because, like, I've gone back on so many different things now. There was a rendition where she doesn't fight at all. She kind of has to rely on her friends, and I'm kind of going that route anyways. There's a route where she can, but it's limited, and I think I'm leaning towards that one the most. There was one where she could, but it's very specific in how she can, and she essentially is not normal how she can do that. Let's not even think about having it published. Yeah. Yeah, this is like I already have the whole plot written out. It's just like the little nuances now I have to kind of work out and kind of just all the side stories and stuff along the way. But I have the base thing down. Now. It's taken me a long time. I need to figure out though what hairstyle I'm going with for her power-up form. So I'm thinking I might just jump to that version for my Vtube model when I do it. I want whatever it is to be worthwhile, something that I'm going to be able to stick with for a while without being like, okay, I want to get to the next one now. Because that's often how it is for me with art. When I do my art, or look at a piece for too long, it's like something in your brain where you're like, I don't know, I feel like I could have changed this, I could have changed this, I could have changed that, this part's bugging me, that part's bugging me, I need to change this part, like all this stuff. Like I was saying yesterday, I think it's probably the perfectionist bug or whatever, but it's not always good in a sense because it actually prohibits you from progressing. It stops your progress, oftentimes. And that's my problem is with all these different art renditions, some of these have years apart in when they were made. And that's what kind of shocks me the most is just how long I've had so many different renditions of Alfie now. And how I'm going to be going about it in the future because, like, I really don't know which version I like the most. I feel like that's with everyone, in my opinion, outside of art too. You're your own worst critic. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. But talking about art, I just feel like because I'm trying to make a VTube model for my channel for me to be able to use. I think it's kind of the route I've been wanting to go since I started, since I found out about VTubing in the first place back in 2021. And I just want to be able to pursue that in my own way and be able to make my model. And I feel like I want it to look the way I want it to look. And I'm probably not going to be happy if I don't get it the way I want it to look. I know it's not going to be exactly. There are going to be some things I know I'm not going to be able to change because, especially with like art block or moments where you just really don't know what to choose, like right now, for instance. I think the biggest thing for me is just going to be landing on something that is the best compromise to the theme I want to show, the vibe, and just being able to stick with something for long enough. So it's kind of hard. I want to look through these like as I'm doing art tonight and just try to find a middle ground between them all. I think honestly this one in the bottom right corner is probably the most middle ground out of all of them. It has kind of the elements of each one in a way. It just the thing it's missing is like the bird-like feel to it. And I'm really kind of not liking it because of that. I like the color because it's not exactly, or maybe it is pure white, but I can't really tell because of the colors around it. It makes it look like a off-white. I don't really like this part up here, what's going on up here, so I could cut this space here and do that thing here, the neck thing, still. That might be nice. Oh, wait, hang on, I think I have an idea now. Yeah, less talking, more art, come on. Let's see. If I can get like a good middle ground, I'll be happy. a good middle ground. Come on. Because for me, I feel like the look is very important. Going for a very specific vibe. Like, almost like a royal, not exactly princess vibe. Though she is royalty, she's not a princess. Not exactly, at least. I wouldn't say a duchess either. She's just kind of, yeah, just royalty. We're gonna shrink this part up here real quick. A bit random, but are there seals in every story? No, but there could be. I do have the Sea Kingdom, honestly. I could do a lot with that. I want to have some side characters, and I need help making side characters because I accidentally let's just say I accidentally made one of the side characters. I guess they kind of impede on the main story, and I'm over here like, oh, bro, are you kidding me right now? So I gotta change some stuff. I know they want you to like. I know like the main thing when you're doing a story is like, okay, just let the story write itself. Okay, but when I did that, one of the non-main characters decided to become a main character. I never asked him to. So there's that. I have no idea how that happened. It's one of the most random characters. You guys probably will not even guess. Unless I've mentioned him already. But I cannot believe it. Oh no, I'm drawing on the other layer! Gosh. Artist problems. Hang on, let me... Thank you. Okay. Why am I saying thank you to the canvas? Right, right. Yeah, we got this part up here. I think I could probably... I could remove the bands here. Make it less constricting there. I could make this a little bit smaller. I feel like it's too stinking big. Maybe if I do 2 layers here. Maybe if I do 2 layers. Oh, the third one is too big too. I noticed I shrank the first and second, but not the third one at all. Because I wanted it to come down to a certain point, right? But that's not going to help me if I didn't shrink it at all. That looks much better though. I'm just going to say that. We can do... Darn it, I think I forgot. I'll put the gem here still. I like the spot for the gem. Could do it like this, I suppose. I don't really like this part now though. Can do this part right about here. And then like this, we have our little band here, like I'd like. Kind of like cottagecore. But it's like cottagecore, but mixed with like royal vibes. I don't know, it's kind of like conflicting, but I like what it looks like. And then we can have... I'd like the band to be higher up, I think. Like what I was trying to address yesterday about how, like, this has to be comfortable to wear. It can't go too low down, because I think that would be just too uncomfortable to wear. I like the idea of having all, like, this really ruffled skirt. I think the main thing was me not wanting to draw that. Because I had to draw it all and make sure it works properly in Vtube Studio and stuff. And the rigging. It does look nice, though. Even with the new rendition. See, I liked what I did with, like, the cinch here. But I don't know if I'm going to continue that idea. I do like the band here better, I think. And then I could even do, like, the thing from my other part of the outfit. I don't think it looks the best, though, honestly. If I were doing that, I could just do... I like the way I did the ruffles here, because it looks more like, See, it does look like a bird still in the bottom right one. It just looks more like a swan. If you guys get what I'm saying. It looks more like a swan than say, like, a normal kind of bird, I guess. I don't know what bird I was thinking of before, honestly. But swan was not exactly what I was going for. Because swans are seen as, sure, like, elegant and beautiful and stuff, but they're also known for being aggressive. So, I don't really like that. And then here we go. I don't know if I want it to be too poofy, though. That's what I'm kind of worried about. Gosh, and I cannot stay consistent with the ruffles at all. Okay, that's a little bit better. I have to admit that. That does not look right. Something's too far out on this side. Slightly better. Definitely have something wrong with the proportions on this side, but it's just a mock-up, so I don't have to worry about it too much. This is good for a start, I guess. A start compromise between the two original outfits. But I don't see any, like, actual kind of bird theme now. So I'm just wondering what I can do to fix that. Because technically I can combine this with, like, her kind of boots, I guess. Maybe. Maybe? Hang on, let me try that. Also, let me move this above everything, because I'd like it to be above all our references. Oh yeah, this is one of those references. Let's see. I'm gonna try to see if I can get... Just to see, it's not even how you would have the leg, though. It's not thick enough to be a leg, and here. It's still pretty bad. Gosh. My proportions are all off lately. I suppose it doesn't help that I haven't been drawing as much. I give up on the leg. I just need to have, the boots. I don't know what I'm doing for the boots, because technically I could have the leg strap kind of like this, I guess. With the diamond on it still. Then I could have, I just think it'd be too much with this outfit. There's no semblance of feathers anywhere on this one. So for it to randomly have feathers, would that not be bizarre? Oh, that's... Oh my gosh, no, I just remembered. Part of the old design was doing this. Was wrapping it like this. To show part of the foot. And And then it was, oh my gosh. It's convenient that now I remember it. And yesterday I was struggling to remember. It honestly looks very uncomfortable though, so I'm glad I did not keep that design. I think it just looked too random. I think we should take what we have, it's not the right tool. What we have right here, and I think we should try to make a compromise with this one now. I feel like it's pretty much just what I did originally though. I guess except the sleeves aren't nearly as long, and I kind of like that. I guess I like the idea of her being able to like roll her sleeves up. She needed to do like gardening or something. Get her hands dirty in the mud or something like that. But like honestly, with the sleeves type she has, her sleeves would constantly be falling down. She tries to roll her sleeves up. So I think it'd be annoying and probably uncomfortable. So maybe we shouldn't do that. Let's try to think of another compromise. And honestly, you guys might see one of these designs come back. Probably the one up here and this one probably combined. If I can do something like that. I think if I can just get like a one solid design together, I'd be happy. And then we can, after that one's done and after I've used it for a while, I can go into making another one. Because I'm sure my art skills will probably be better by then as well. Depending on if I'm doing art as much, because I guess I have had a break for a while. We'll see how this works, guys. We'll see how this works. I definitely want you guys to be there for the journey, though, too, because it's like, I feel like it's a very authentic experience. Because I'm new to Vtube studio stuff, live 2D, and whenever I get to be able to try that out, it will be my first time working with it, and I'm honestly not sure if I want to do the free version, as much as I hate to say it. I've heard it said so many times, try out the free version, try out the free version. But I already know that I'm going to be doing as much research as possible in this field. I already have tons of videos to back up. I already have tons of things to work on for this. Tons of studying to do. And I feel like I just know I'm going to be going towards the goal, and no matter how hard it is. Even if it's really hard to work live 2D, cubism. So it's not going to be a matter of if I like it or not. It's just going to be a matter of I have to do this because I want to do this. And possibly there might be some suffering in it, but that's okay because I'm sure we'll come out with something all right. I just know that I think it'd be way too hard to do this because I appreciate whichever VTuber it was that mentioned this. Half the VTubers I watch that talk about live 2D cubism do not mention the fact that you cannot copy and paste apparently in the free version. I don't know if this has changed since then, so don't quote me on that. But I heard from a particular VTuber, which I don't remember at this moment, that yeah, you can't copy and paste like the parameters when you're setting the parameters for rigging. And I feel like that's a huge thing. Like that, like once you figure it out one side, you can just copy and paste it. That's so much easier than having to redo the whole thing you just did on one side on the other side. Like that just sounds insane to me. I don't think I could do that. I think I'd probably go insane. Just seeing how much work it is already, I'm like, I don't know if I want to mess with that. I've just heard rumors that you can't do that on free trial. You can't copy paste parameters, whatever you call it. So it's highly likely that I'll end up having to buy a sub for 1 month, depending on how long I can get it done. I don't even know if 1 month is gonna be enough. It's gonna take quite a while to get used to that, I feel like. But as we know, if I'm gonna be going back and making a new one some point later, I'm probably gonna have to resub at some point. Obviously I don't have it right now, because I don't have the design ready. I'll only be getting a sub when I know I'm perfectly ready to spend and sink a bunch of time into it. And I'll likely be streaming that to you guys, because I feel like it'd be cool to invite you guys on that journey with me. Um, there's gonna be a lot of mess ups. I can just see it now. Oh no. I hope to be able to come up with a design here though. Like tonight, that'd be great. If I can like finalize a design tonight, I'm happy with. I'm honestly very happy with the way this one is right now already. I might just stick with that. Hmm. What do you guys think? I guess they aren't numbered or anything though, so maybe that'd be hard to tell. Let's see here. These two are like the same exact. This one is different, this one is different, this one's different. This one's way different. I'm not even gonna allow a vote on that one. These are just hairstyles. This one is different than the ones up top. There's facial expressions. This one's different. 8 and then 9. Whichever ones you guys think looks better, I'm curious. You guys can even see the numbers well enough. I'll likely keep this for myself anyways later. Let's just increase the size of both these at the same time. If I can make it work. I don't know. I think for me, I can safely say make another layer here and let's do like dark red or something. I can cross these two out. I'll count those as both the same. I like this idea. I'm just not sure if it's a good one. This one, I think it has too much going on. Cross this one out. This one, I liked some aspects of it, like specifically just the wing, the way that was. But the other wing here, I don't know what I was thinking with the other wing though. I should have done it like this. But instead I did it however I did it. I'll cross this one out. This one has way too much going on as well, but I like the general idea. So really, that means it's just between... Well, this one's already a mesh between that one and this one. And I can safely say I don't like this one by itself. So if I mesh this one with these two ideas, maybe even this one, then maybe we can get something better. Meow, art thou there? Hmm. Yeah, honestly, I don't really like the hairstyle on this one either. Or this one. I don't know. I do like this one for the power-up form. I like her normal hair for... Or her pigtail hair, when I say normal. Like, kind of like this, I guess. For Alfie's normal form, but this one for powered up, probably. See, I do want to say there's too much going on with this outfit here. But there's honestly not that much going on, I feel like. I like that I kept it like a dress. I also like that it's modest, but it still shows a little bit of skin. I like that it's like a little bit like that. Oh, and I really like the shoes too. I just think I was trying to decide like how was that even gonna work with the shoe like that? Because this is just a chibi version, but I never had like I don't think I had a full-on version of this one. Besides kind of this, I guess. Which... oh my gosh, that was the pattern I did. So I did the heart here, and then I did an upside down heart in this one. Oh, I did it for this one too. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Tiny Alfie. Yeah, this is the chibi one. This is the one I got grandma approval of. Unexpected grandma approval. Grandma approves. Great grandma. I am questioning this one. Because I'm trying to think, like, what would be comfortable to wear. Still look nice. I like the way I did the holes in this version, as opposed to the ones I did in this one. I'm actually not sure when I started doing that. That way that one is. It's kind of weird. I know there was a rendition that had it like that. Or maybe I'm getting confused with this one, but no, even that one looks nothing like that. And I noticed I removed like the tiny feathers up here because it was kind of just bloat at one point. I think overall I'm not looking for this like fur version of this. It's not exactly the look I was going for. So let me just like let me take this color right here. See this color? I'm gonna cross this one out. So now it's between these ones. If I can... I just don't understand, like, how... The good parts of this outfit down here in number 7, which, by the way, I did not number these at the time I made them at all. But now number 7 here, the good things about this outfit are the good things about this outfit. So, I don't think there's a way to mesh them. Even 4 was like a good idea. I liked what I did with the shoes much better than what I did here on number 7. It looked good for the chibi, but like I was saying, I hadn't really done too many drawings of it on a full-scale, like, model. I think that's part of the problem. Why I'm having a hard time choosing, because, like, it looks nice there, right? But it looks different when you have, different type of body as well. Because this is chibi. It's more like Lalafell Alfie. As you guys can see with, like, even the hair pendant. I wouldn't do that unless I was doing Alfies from Final Fantasy. And here I am still wondering... At least we've narrowed it down now. That's what I'm glad about. I don't know what made me want to do a ruby there instead of sapphire, But I think it might have been the fact that I have a lot of blue here already. And, these two colors are very nice together. So even when I made this back in, like, 2022, I really wanted this kind of color combination. I'm just sitting here wondering still, like, is there even a way I can incorporate that in here? I guess well, actually, maybe I could still do the band, but I wouldn't be able to do the colors I would like for this outfit, so I don't know. Is that not counterproductive? Because, yeah, like I was trying to say, like, the good things about this outfit are the good things about this one. It's like the sleeves. Honestly, I don't know which one would be more comfortable. I feel like number 9 would be. Because you have the tiny, like, translucent feathers up here on the shoulders. And then you have the feathery sleeves, which opens up to the attachable sleeves on the inside. The long puffy ones with, like, the actual feathers at the bottom. And then, there was no wings to worry about. But she did have, like, these little, oh, see, you can see it right here. This break, this line right here. I can't show you guys with that one. This little line right here, if you guys can see it, separates, it's like a little, like, wing-like thing in here somewhere, if I remember correctly. It's kind of like this on the inside, on the shorts. They kind of went up like this. Yeah, like this. And then, the shorts were kind of just like this. This one consistent pattern. It's pretty much just like that. And, those were the shorts underneath the skirt. However, I guess I would solve the wing problem, and I liked what it looked like when it would come out of the dress part right there. But I think it's kind of most of the shoes on this one that I don't like, so if I crossed out the shoes here, I do like most of this outfit. I just don't see a way that I can possibly combine these two. Okay, 11 oh, 11's not the right one. Let's put it under that one, yeah. Let's put it under that one. Never mind. I don't want to get rid of this thing, though. I like it. I like it a lot, and none of my other characters have it, so... Actually, one other character does, but... They're kind of a jerk, so I don't know. Instead of having it open here, I could do, like, a legit gem on the front right here, hanging down from here. And then have this part open. Um... Oh, I could have, like, the actual shirt be ruffly here. Because that could kind of solve it, I guess. Maybe? Hmm. And then it could kind of tuck in right here. Despite still having, like, more to it. And you can have the band like right here. That would be very interesting, actually. This is a very weird version. I don't know how I feel about it. I like that I'm using the old one as the... kind of like the template, if you guys know what I mean, though, because it helps me be able to see, like, the differences. That is very interesting. Hey Rio, how are you today? So cute. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't know if you were there for the beginning of today's stream yet, Rio, but so essentially I was late by 30 minutes to stream. Technically I was already streaming live, but I just wasn't like ready yet because I was compiling all my old versions of Alfina to try to get a conclusive design together. A little bit tired. Aw. That's alright. Oh yeah, I fell asleep when your music was on and just woke up. Oh my gosh, wait, what? Were you asleep on your keyboard? Worse? Wait, what? On the wait, what do you mean you were asleep on the floor? Wait, what? What? Wait, how is that possible? No, seriously, wait, how is that possible? Were you not sitting in your chair? Oh, I was doing the muster roll and fell asleep. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, wait. Like, I'm literally getting this picture of you, like, sitting in your chair, but, like, literally, like, leaning over as you're falling asleep, and, like, you end up falling asleep on the floor somehow. I'm like, how does that even work? Then I woke up and curled on my bed. Last thing I remember was your music, though. Oh my gosh. That's funny, though. You gave me a scare. I'm like, why are you on the floor sleeping? How poofy should we have the skirt, Rio? Poofy or not poofy? I feel like a little bit of frill is nice. I like frill. Poofy, not really. Frill, I like frill. It was actually comfy. Woke up and was afraid a spider would find me. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I like the dress. Oh, thank you, thank you. The little Alfie is so cute. Oh yeah, that was one of my original ones, Rio. I was joking about it on stream because I was saying I got the grandma seal of approval. I feel a webtoon coming. Oh my gosh. Oh, are you saying because the outfit design? Oh my gosh. So I went along and I was actually trying to ask for you too to see. But then I was like, well, maybe she's doing something else. I was asking chat if like which one of all the green numbers you guys liked the most. I mean the style really reminds me of Webtoon Worthy. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, no, so these different ones I crossed out. And yeah, that's true, Sonic. I definitely technically don't have an actual schedule, but I have been streaming around 9 p.m. Sorry, 9:30 p.m. to or 10 p.m. MST. That's been the general time I have been streaming live. I feel bad though, because I remember someone asked me on YouTube if I had a stream schedule because they wanted to be able to see when I was live. And I did try to put one out, but then suddenly some of the things that we were doing, we were no longer doing. And then, yeah, the schedule kind of fell apart. Especially from burnout in other areas. But yeah, I'm starting to fall back into a schedule again for streaming, and I think that's much better. I'd like to save some more time for streaming with you guys because I feel like I just often get so involved in like Final Fantasy stuff that I end up like forgetting like, oh my gosh, I still have to stream today. Like I always have to remember like, oh, I have to stream today. As part of my challenge, it was supposed to help me learn like streaming and how to start it up and stuff. Because believe it or not, guys, like every time I'd go live, originally when I started, I would get like just so shaky and like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Um, and I used to have like such fear of just pressing the go live button. It was crazy. You guys wouldn't believe, but like, I actually used to even be afraid of Discord voice calls, so it was a long time before I was ever in Discord voice call. I was not in there, like, at all before. It wasn't until, I think, 2021 when I started doing voice call stuff. That was insane. Or maybe it was 2022, actually. I think it was early 2022. Or maybe late 2022. Or sorry, no, late 21. That's what I meant. Yeah, because I started Final Fantasy in 2021, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it was like always a weird fear of mine, I guess. It was just voice chat for some reason. That I guess it still happens to some people when I call them individually. But when it's in like a Discord, like just normal like voice chat in a Discord server, I'm just fine. But yeah, back to this though. I was trying to like, I numbered all these and was asking like, which one you guys like the most. I know it's, like, it doesn't really weigh the choices that much. I just want to know, like, what people like the most. From a different perspective. Not that I'm actually going to choose those, but, because like I was saying earlier, if I don't like the design, I'm not going to be using it. Even just having this many renditions over the years is definitely helpful, though. To see kind of, like, where I went wrong with certain things. Or where I was uncomfortable with the way it looked. Like number 6 down here, that just... I don't know, it does not look right. And I just lost the color I was coloring with. That's amazing. Why was I coloring in this color? That's not the color it was supposed to be. What the heck? Hang on. Let me change this. Darn it. Oh my gosh. It was not supposed to be that color. 263.33. 263.33.57. That does not look right. Oh, because of the white, that's why. Oh, I should have copied it. I don't know if I can copy it now, though. That does not look right. That you cannot tell me that's what that color is. What? Huh? Huh? Wait, what? Did I not do it right? Oh. Is that more accurate? Hang on, what? The V is supposed to be 72. Wait, what? I'm lost. Thought I had it right. That actually looks more accurate to what I chose, though. I don't know, that's bizarre. Okay, thank you. What the heck is going on? Why was it doing that to me? It's a little bit too dark now, actually. I should do, like, this color. Wow, it's actually not, like, editing anything. Okay, that's better now. Now I can just color with that now. I don't know why that was happening before. Why I chose to use red. Okay, so... Technically, I guess it did help me see better, but at one point it was just, like, clashing, the two colors, and I didn't really like that. I definitely like what I've done with this one so far. Better than the others. I think I could do the ribbon for this one. And I like that this one up here is the way it is, because the ribbon is supposed to, like, unravel. So I could still have the ribbon back here. That's why I was saying, like, I wanted to do a ribbon earlier, or yesterday, guys. But, there would be no point because you wouldn't be able to see it. Well, that would be different if I had it with the unraveled version. And yes, ribbons, hair, fur, and feathers are my favorite things to draw. I know I mentioned hair and feathers yesterday, or feathers and fur, but hair and ribbons are also one of my favorite things to draw. Another fun fact, Sylveon was one of the first Pokemon I actually learned to draw, all because I liked the ribbons. I did learn other Pokemon to draw first, but, Sylveon was one of the ones I really wanted to learn how to draw just because of the ribbons. And it was because of my practice in that field that made me able to draw ribbons. Funny enough. So now when it comes to drawing, like, things like, Anne Halford from Sugar Apple Fairy Tale, or just even this ribbon here, I enjoy drawing those now. All because of that experience. I love the way, like, like, ribbons turn. You can see, like, different sides of them like this. It's one of the most fascinating things about them to me. It's like how one object can, like, twirl so much. Also, don't mind the ribbons being over here, it's just for, being able to see them. I should have done them on the left side, technically, too, but I didn't. I'll just have them over here for the sake of showing them off to the side. I'm not gonna lie, this feels like making a Pokemon Mega Evolution. Combining two different forms of it. Or those old YouTube channels that, would combine two different Pokemon together. Just for the heck of it. I was like, oh my gosh. I used to watch so many of those, I'm not gonna lie. Remove this part now. I like the chibi one, reminds me of Cloud Dark set. Yeah, I like the chibi one, that's why I'm combining it with this one. Because this one to me is not enough. It's not. I don't want too much going on, but I also feel like it's... Oh, I feel like it's not as, like, modest as I'm going for. There's something missing from it. Like, I like it, but there's something missing. It was definitely good for its time, though. And 4, same with 4. Like, there was something I liked about it, but something missing? My main part about that was just the ribbon. I liked the ribbon, and I combined that old one you saw there with this one, 4 and 3. They were very similar. Pretty much the same rendition, except for whatever the heck I was doing with the legs here. But it was pretty much number 7 and 3 combined to make 4, pretty much. Essentially, I've just been refining the outfit over the years, and it's changed a lot. And I guess this is a new one. I think I might be happy with this one. Oh yeah, but also I am glad to hear your input as well. I think a lot of my friends liked number 7 back when I showed them. I don't think I got to show many renditions. Like this one was kind of relatively new, like number 6 meaning. But that was the one I did for Fields of Mystria. I think I like number 9, and I'll probably use number 9 in my story now. Over number 6, which is actually kind of crazy. Which means I can do like the long sleeves for this now too. Like the little white undershirt embroidered and stuff. I just think it would be nice to have not as much like in the way. There's already one of my characters has like really long sleeves, so I don't want Alfie to have really long sleeves too. I already know how annoying I find long sleeves. Especially when you're trying to like wash your hands and stuff. No, I do not like that. Not with her baggy sleeves. I like the look of it, but practicality is like a 0 for me. And I'm also thinking of like cosplay purposes, so this one I like the layers. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I took the first part from this one. Oh, I have the holes here. And I have the holes here underneath the feathery sleeve. But what I did with this one, which I think compensates for this part not having an open now, where I had, let's make another layer real quick. Now we have this here, and this one here. And then we have one here in this sleeve, inside the fluffy feather sleeve on both sides. And then we have the one underneath that on this sleeve. So I think that's nice now. It's like, it does have 6 on both, I guess, but I do like it better. I just realized I was like drawing on a layer. I don't know what layer that is actually. Kind of cursed. I lost the layer. Oh, also I like that this one is more at the base of the neck for where the shirt starts. This one is way too high up, I think, and it kind of looks like it's a little bit restraining, so I think I need to move that down when I re-edit this one for being in the story, rather than the one down here, the number 6. Rather than that one, I'm going to be doing the number 9 now, the updated version, but like I said, just pushing this part down. I think that'll help it significantly. Could still do the strap thing, I guess. I think it might be too much, though. So I could do it, like, partially on the side, and then do the heart thing. And partially on the side again, and then do upside down heart. That was only for asymmetry. I had no reason to do that other than that. Because I remember I had watched, like, a lot of different, VTuber how-to stuff a long time ago. And one of the things I had seen was, like, just a simple tip about asymmetry. That it does well if your character has a little bit of asymmetry and isn't, like, the same on each side. Then again, sometimes it's good to have a lot of symmetry. But I do think that it kind of shakes things up a little bit if you have, asymmetry. I don't remember how I did the shoe from yesterday. I did, like, this. It kind of looks like a high school, like, kind of vibe. What is that? Oh yeah, I could do the wraparound bands too down here. I don't know. I don't like that. I like those better. I like the, like, ballet kind of look better. The thing about these ones is they rested under the ankle like this and went up. Like feathers. Once again, kind of like that kind of design. They went way further than that though, as you guys can see. Up and top. Just trying to think comfortability again. And then... It's interesting. So she had, like, the hole still on the knees. I don't think I want that anymore. I could still do... something like that, I guess? I guess it just doesn't look right. So I think I like what's going on down here so far with this, but instead I should take it up to, like, a boot of some sort. Something more like that. Hmm. I think I want to make the wing more, like, sleek. Small and sleek. More like that. I think it's too high up, though. I think I want this to be more on the ankle. Something like that. But now it looks too low. Okay, we can do this, I guess. Something that goes up higher. That's slightly better. Maybe I should have the band down here, though. Maybe tied right here or something? Should I have it in one leg or both legs? See, I like the simplicity of the right already. I think I'll remove this, because I want to just, like, have the hole still there in the knee spot, but I don't have that now. I'm thinking that's there because the skirt is a little bit long. Longer than it was supposed to be. For this specific version. Which means you don't get to see the skirt at all. Unless I have a toggle where it only has a top skirt. Then you'd be able to see the shorts, but... Hmm. Something's still off. Something on the right foot, though, more like? I think it's just like this part right here. Could just do the band on it, I guess. See, my whole thing though is like, if she's supposed to be able to like dance around and fight, she's not gonna want this ribbon in her way when she's doing that. That's what I was thinking too. I think this is the right wording, but I don't think ribbons are like exactly aerodynamic. I think they kind of... I don't think it helps. If you're in the middle trying to move around and stuff, that's what I mean. It's like I feel like it would kind of like conflict a little bit. So rather than that, I think keeping it tied on the ankles would be nice. I just want to bring like a blue accent to her ankles, I guess. It's not like anyone would ever see it, for the Vtube model version, but I'm also thinking about for my story. Because I can't just forget about that. It's like the main thing. Oh, that's interesting. I just realized that. Proportions in this one are interesting. I don't know if it's right on the other side or if it's right on this side, but hey, I can change that. I would very much like to. I just noticed like how thick it is up there. What the heck? Hmm. I do realize how 2D the feet look, but the point is just establishing a design. I'm still very unsure about the bottom. I've always been unsure about those though. Oh, wait. I don't know if I want to employ that one. Ooh, that's an interesting decision. I was just thinking about an idea, but I don't know if I want to go through with it. I don't know. That's a really interesting one. I could see it working, but it's more so me not wanting to do it, I guess. I'm gonna take, like, just the whole legs, I guess. That's gonna be the problem. Took so long drawing them too. Trying to figure out the proportions. Oh, I'm so glad they took the colors too. So essentially what I needed... Oh, I didn't have a copy. Oops. I'm supposed to copy it and then paste it and then... Hello? Okay, yes, we have two versions now. Let's take the copy version. Oh, wait. I can't do that. We'll keep the copy version separate then. Let's take the original version, I suppose. And I'm just gonna... I can't picture doing this. It's just... I don't know, man. I don't know. This could technically make up for the problem I was having before, where I wanted to still use the wings, but I don't know. Can't picture this one. It would just be more like a cop-out to not have to use, not have to, like, design the shoes. Otherwise, I could do something more like this, I suppose. It doesn't exactly make sense. Let's see, you had something like this, I guess. Which again, where is it connecting from unless behind? Maybe if I didn't do the side ribbon, it could work. Like, technically it could. It's like, technically speaking, yeah, if I... Let me take a version of this. I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna take this normally. And then we're gonna hold shift to take the next piece without taking anything else. I'm gonna take this out of here. Cut and paste. So technically we could do that if we wanted to make the ribbon go down. It does look interesting, I suppose. We can make them like frayed ribbons to kind of look like feathers. Okay, so now what I have to do is I have to take from this version and separate this one. I'm gonna ask you guys again, which one you guys like better, because I honestly... I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards this one, honestly. It's kind of weird. I could definitely have it not do that. I still have to kind of decide what the boots are going to look like, so I'm not really getting around that. It's just an idea, I guess. Okay, so this is the main body. I'm gonna put this over everything else. And then you have, wait, this is the right thing, okay. This is a secondary option. These two should be combined. As one singular option, I think. Really? Did I cut off part of the skirt there? Darn it. Yeah, see, I like the idea of having the ribbon there. I'm gonna call this ribbon. And then I'm gonna call these legs 1, I guess. I'm definitely gonna change those legs, though. I don't like the design on them exactly. And then we have this, which with the ribbons, it's too much. So I think I should just make the ribbons be able to curl down there, I guess, like around. Kind of makes it look like she's like sitting on the ribbon mid-air, which is kind of cool, actually. But it still has like the wing aspect, if you guys know what I mean. Like I was kind of upset that I didn't have like the original, where is it? These wings. Let me change it to red for the time being, just so you guys can see it, like very bright. These. They're supposed to be like these wings that come out of the back like this, of her outfit. This one specifically, that we just did yesterday. It was inspired by this one, which was pretty much this one. These two are pretty much the same. With the same wing idea, but this one is more accurate to it. So this one. They have the wings that sprout from the back that act kind of like a skirt. I really liked that idea, and I think since I'm not going to be doing that idea, it might be a little bit sad, but with this ribbon idea, turning the ribbon into kind of like a frayed version, kind of like a feather or wing, might make up for that for me, honestly. And then it's not like she has like actual wings, it's just like it's part of her outfit, right? I think with the ribbons too, you can have like a lot of versatility. Like I can even have them technically wrap around her arms, kind of like I don't know what it's called in Chinese, but like the ribbon thing they usually have like around their shoulders, their arms and stuff. I think it's pretty cool. Because technically, yeah, you could do a lot with ribbons. I think I could do something like that. In fact, going back to this model, I did have the blue part here, but I think I might not do that for this one. So let's remove the wings again here. Okay, I don't know what I'm changing right now. Oh, that's one that's not there. I want to incorporate more from this one. So I think even if I could separate the skirt from this, that'd be amazing. I think I'll do that now. So I'd like to draw her shorts. Get that established. I should separate the two skirts as well. Forgot these are no longer connected there now. Cut and paste. Put that below. Call it skirt. Top, I guess, since I'll be separating that again. Between skirt bottom and skirt top. Put that below. And then we can take that part down. Nice, very nice. Take that part down. Now we have to draw the shorts. I should have it separately. Nose. Oh no, that was a tragedy. Oops. I need to copy one of these. Put it below here. No, I'll just call it shorts. And for some reason I can't do anything. This one. Okay, it's not showing, that's why. Skirt job, okay. What I need to do is delete what's on here. I just wanted the colors to share. I was just about to mention like how it's good, like all the colors are still here, but it's because I'm copying and pasting. So I'm gonna take from this one. I think since we don't have our nice little wing feather thing going on, I think I can do something like this for the shorts then. Similar pattern for the shorts. Just to look like wings. It goes all the way around. And then likewise on this side. First two being the longest right there. Okay, and then we have actual shorts. Come out to about here, I believe. Generic pattern. Not really, just kind of like this. It's a little band, perhaps blue. And then you have this part right here again. A little bit repetitive. I just like to call this like the repetitive pattern. So you have one that's like not the same size or not close enough, and then you start cringing, and then there we go. And then I guess we can continue the rest of the legs here then, right? Or yeah, it'll be below anyways, so that works. Okay, we got that, and then this part. I suppose it's really hard because I didn't really draw it at the right angle. Let me change the angle here. Oh yeah, let me definitely change the angle. Hang on. I was not looking down here at all. I was too busy trying to draw the pattern right away. Forgot to look at the angle. Too worried about the details. Okay, there we go. Should have a thin band. I don't want it to be too long. Oh no. Thing happened again. Thin band. Come on, thin. Thin band. There we go. We can have it like a little bit baggy right there. On each side. Oh, I actually really like that idea. We can have it like a little bit baggy, like coming out like this. On the side where the feathers aren't really occupying as much. Yeah, actually, I would be happy with that design, even without the skirt. Wow. I could possibly do this, like, other design for this. It's just not as fun to draw as the monotonous pattern, but it definitely looks better. I have to move this down, though. I got to move the whole leg down, hang on. That looks a little bit more proportionate now. Because I didn't draw the actual, like, outline or anything beforehand, which really messed me up. This looks bad, I'm not gonna lie right here. Looks really bad there. I'm gonna change the bagginess to look a little bit different. I want it to look more like this. Well, I guess a little bit more like rounded. Like, more like that. Kind of like how you have like pants like this. Because then it kind of stays true to this kind of design up here too. Oh, actually I should finish that. Wait. I should have... Oh, well, it has to be behind her now. Hang on. Oh no, and it doesn't have the same... Okay. I'm gonna have to copy this, paste it. Delete everything on it. Gonna lurk a bit, keep up the great work. Alrighty. Thank you, Rio. Appreciate it. Enjoy your lurk. We're gonna put this behind everything. I'm gonna call these elf sleeves. Elf sleeves. Just to finish up the sleeves, since we never got to see the finish version because of how big her skirt is. I feel like it's a little bit too puffy on the shorts. I think I could do it a little bit more subtly. But, it's alright. I think I could probably do the cinching thing over there on this one. Which would be nice. Yeah, I find it funny. I was just talking about, like, perfectionistic stuff yesterday, and, this is exactly why I was talking about it. I remember mentioning, tomorrow we're probably gonna have a lot of, perfectionistic work. Just because of what I'm working on, specifically. Because now we got all our versions. And I think it's funny, I also mentioned, like, oh, I should show you guys sometime, like, some of the original versions. No, that was immediate. Like, I needed to do that immediately. I'm glad I did that today. Before stream. Like, I mean, technically it was during stream, but... Before I started stream today. But also, I was already started, so... how do I describe that, exactly? I want this to be a really, really thin band. How do I do this? Yeah, kind of like that. Blue thin band, and then I could do like really frilly. think I have her, like, twisted in a weird way too, so let me fix that real quick. Okay, that's much better. I'm just gonna say that. That's much better for what I'm picturing here. Much better. We got a picture. This here. Very thin band. Going all the way around. And the frills. Since I don't get to add the frills anywhere else, I wanted frills somewhere. It won't really be seen, but anyways. I think I should probably have the legs connected to this part, honestly, so I will connect them now. Oh, I see why I didn't do that though, actually. So hang on, let me... Yeah, I see why I didn't do that. It did make it flow better though, that's the problem. Yeah, see, just to explain to you guys if you guys don't notice what I'm saying. So essentially I didn't combine the legs and the shorts yet because when I put the skirt back on, it's gonna look like there's a lot going on. It won't look like much once I put like the color over top, but for now it's like too much for my eyes to read. And essentially that would mean I'd have to have the legs attached to that when I want to be able to like turn this part off so I could just see the legs. It's like image bloat, I guess. So I had to figure out just the right spot to put this stuff. Essentially, I'm gonna make this even a different layer, honestly. I just did the same mistake again. Copy paste. Delete everything on it, and then I'm gonna draw here. The rest of this part is going up here. I should honestly, why did I make it twirl all the way that way? What the heck am I doing? Wait, from the outside to the inside? I could do that? I don't know, it's kind of weird though. I want to go from the outside to the inside. I mean, it works, I guess. Legs right here. Trim that down, I guess. Right here, we'll trim that down. Trim that down. I could increase the size of this, actually, though. I think I am gonna have to take this version of the legs, though, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to copy it again and paste it again. I'm just worried about losing it. Put it at the very bottom of all this stuff and this thing. But essentially, I want to redo everything, like the whole pattern on it, and not have the whole thing lost, if that makes sense. I just want to see what this looks like. I am almost 100% sure this would look better. I don't know how much more blue I need in the tones, since the whole thing is going to be white. I like the way the shoes look right now. That's a good thing. What I need to do is essentially I need to take the pattern of this and move it up. No, I'm supposed to get only a little bit. Did I take the full legs copy? It would appear as though I did. So that means I can redo this then. I would not be too mad about messing it up in that case. Only problem is this is on the knees and I don't want want to take the knees with it. I just want the pattern, and it's kind of made to be on the knees. This version of it, rather. So what I need to do is... I forgot to shut the other one off. I think I'm just gonna need to redo it, honestly. Move these. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, well. It's crazy how much is gone when I do that. Looks so weird now, what the heck? So no, I was thinking of making these go up further. What the? That's not... Wait, what? Oh, I put that on a different layer. That's right. Wait. Shorts copy. Okay, why is it above it? It should be below it, shouldn't it? Okay. Anyways, we figured that out. I'm gonna move this up now. Or I could honestly just delete this, because it's kind of more confusing this way. This one's way too thick, too. I don't know what was doing there. I could have the heart on the side there, too. Might be better that way. Then I don't have to make one upside down or asymmetrical or whatever. Actually, I really like how this reflects the top design. And the original want to have, like, a spot here. I think it looks better. Hmm. That's an interesting one. Wait, so when I have the skirt bottom... Okay, so you will see that. Essentially what I want to do here is I want to remove this. And I want to cut and paste it. Put it above legs, and we'll attach it to the legs. Essentially. There's a little bit of a... When you do that, cut and paste and whatnot, it does leave a little bit of, like, damage, essentially, to the line work original. The original line work, sorry. And, that's why sometimes it actually does, like, take down the quality of your stuff. You have to know when to use it, when not to use it. Also, why is this one over here suddenly looking green? I definitely did that with black. What is going on with that one? That looks cursed. Okay, so now we have to decide where we're doing the next part. Work on the legs now. I could... Oh. Oh? What? Oh, no. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I got an idea. Let me take... Oh, that looks nice, too. Let me take this one, go to subcolor, copy... I think legs one. Since we had to combine one of these, it took away the thing we had already, and I was not about to go redoing that, so I'm glad to just get that. Upper leg design, I'll say here. Just because this is the part that would be seen. Oh, wait, so what would be shown with... Darn it. Essentially, I need to cut off all that stuff too. That is so annoying. You guys see what I'm talking about? I have to separate these. Oh, so it would be better if I kind of greed a little bit in this aspect. Because I need to kind of get as much of this as I can. Okay, this stuff all can be separated. Okay, so now we have that. Let me take off this one. It is barely any signs of cutting. That's good. There we go. And we have this now, and then... That means when I use the top, I can hide... I can do what now? I can remove that part now. See? And the sleeves. And then it's more inspired like, this one down here. It's more like this one now. So that's what I'm thinking, like, maybe toggles like that. Just something to make it more, like, versatile. But something that'd still be nice and fun and looks nice, like, to me. I could picture using this for quite a while. That part is gonna be nice, too. Where's the skirt bottom? Skirt bottom, and then we... turn this one off, and... that one. Oh, I didn't need to fix that part, I see. So legs, all we need to do is just... Was that... Okay, that was connected to... Oh, for some reason I finished it on this one. Let me... get rid of that here. I'm gonna want to finish that on the actual legs themselves. So it's not confusing. There we go. Let me fix that skirt too, because I know I accidentally cut it a little bit when I was trying to do that originally. Okay, so now we have skirt top and bottom all able to be applied nicely. Obviously this is a rough thing, just trying to decide how to fix all this stuff. I just need to decide what I'm doing with the boots now. Everything else I'm really happy with. Oh yeah, let's do the skirt bottom real quick, and then turn everything else off. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot to turn off. Okay, that makes sense. Sleeves? Very nice. Okay, so as it is right now, I have a lot of options I can do with this. Okay, so, looking at what we had before, I kind of wanted to do the diamond shape here that we're missing out on. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I use hearts and diamonds, but not clubs or spades. That's not even intentionally either, though. I had thought about adding like a club or spade design, but I was thinking maybe like an accessory or something instead. But I kind of just like the heart and diamond shape. I moved the hearts to the sides now, side of the legs, not the front. So I think it removes the bloat from the front, having too much going on and stuff. And while I will say there's a lot going on the top, that's mostly the part that people will see when you do have a VTube model. I feel like there's not that many streams that do like full body like VTube stream. And if there is, then that's cool too. But for the stuff I do, I feel like not really. Oh, but the reason that I do want to do a full body model though, is just for the more practice and stuff. And then of course just being able to get more practice of drawing my own character to be able to do it in like music videos or just music stuff in general. Because like I was saying, back in 2019, I found music channels, one of which I can say is Singyo, or I might be saying his name wrong, I'm so sorry if I am. A Korean singer. They were probably one of my first inspirations that I found for music stuff. They were the first channel I found that was like singing behind a character, and I was like, I would do that, because like before I was like, I had a lot of stage fright to sing and stuff. But I was like, I would even do that, like sing behind a character. I wouldn't have to show myself, right? Um, so then he inspired me to want to do that from seeing his channel. And then it wasn't too long after that, I believe it was 2020 or 2021 when I found out VTubing, when I started my first concepts of VTubing, which, taking my story character Alfina wasn't my first idea for a VTube avatar. I was actually going to practice by making one of my other story characters within that story. The fox guy I have. And then I decided to do Alfina in 2021. And that's when I started, like, practicing drawing her. But yeah, like I was trying to say, the whole design for my channel was supposed to be, like, more music stuff. But I ended up starting with just gaming stuff because I don't have the funds to do music yet. And I hope I will be able to. That doesn't mean I will stop doing games, because I actually really like to be able to play games and be able to stream them to you guys. I've met quite a few friends already from just streaming and even just being able to share my streams with my friends. It's been a blessing, honestly, because like in Discord you have this like limit to how much you can post to Discord, unless you have Nitro. But due to me making videos and streams, I don't have a limit because I just post the stream or the video. So that works. I can't just take a video and just send it to my friends. I have to post it to YouTube essentially to do it. But that's been a blessing to me, honestly. I've been able to catalog and just kind of show my journey. Even when there was like no one watching, it was just like a way to catalog and stuff. So I still will not, I will not like go off and not do games anymore when I do music. I will still be able to do games and stuff. That would just be too sad. I would not be just quitting games. What? I definitely wouldn't consider myself a variety streamer though, because like I know I do art and gaming, but I don't think that's enough to be considered a variety. Honestly, even once I do like music stuff and animation stuff, and I want to do like some story stuff too, and then like videos on my whole perspective on VTubing once I get to that, and my journey getting there. This is part of it, guys. This is part of it, part of that journey. I want to be able to post videos like that. Just anything that can help people. Help to be a light here. It's mostly about deciding, like, how I'm gonna go about everything. Like, one of those things is, like I just mentioned, about how I'm not gonna be quitting games once I get into more, like, music stuff. I'm still gonna be doing that. And I'd like to keep it all on one channel. I don't know if that's a bad idea, but I do keep all my playlists organized for people who only want to look for certain things. Because I figured that might be something for people, like... Some people might only want to watch Field of Mystria, some people might only want to watch Final Fantasy. Some people might only want to watch art. So I want to be able to have them all on one channel, if I can. Have like a VODs playlist, maybe? But I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are on that. Because, I know a lot of streamers usually just have like a VODs channel. And then they have their main channel for like posting either official music videos or like just shorts or whatever promotional content they have. So I don't know if that's just like something people do when they have a lot of an audience or something, or if it's just to be organized. I do see the organization, I guess, because now I have over 380 something videos on YouTube, and I was like, holy moly, there's no way. I'm like, I mean, I guess I have been streaming for... This is the 272nd day now, of 2025. So I guess 272 of, or 271 of those are, my streaming every day challenge. But then the rest, I guess are just all stuff I've accumulated, over the time. And that might count shorts. I'm not sure if it does, but it might count shorts. Which, in that case, I guess I do have quite a few. I don't want to do too much detailing on the shoes. Is that bad? Is that bad? I don't know if I like it. It's, yeah, I don't know where the other design is, but there was one that I had, like, the hole on the knee, and then I had, like, little hole here, little one there, little one here, and then I had, like, one on the shoe, again, open, like, right here. I don't know where that design went, but it was something like this. I didn't like it enough to keep it, I guess. Whatever happened. It kind of looks bad, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's enough, honestly. But then what's up here? I don't know, it feels like there's something missing from it. Is it because I don't have another wing on the inside? Is that what it is? I really don't know. There's something about it. I can't decide. I can have both. Oh, that's what it is. I can have both of them come together like that in the back. That looks nice. How did I start it? I went down. Wait. Wait, what? So if that's like this way and I did this, then that's... Wait. Wait, what did I just do? Down this way? Wait, but that's just straight up. What? Okay, I'm gonna do arrow. I'm just gonna assume, yeah, okay, go this way. This is the pain of trying to decide what the heck I'm doing. Oh, it starts up here, that's why it's messing me up. And then I went up. Like, a little bit more than that. And then I went, down? What is going on? And then, wait, what? Up? That's more like it, I think. I'll have to study the left foot again if I want to do that correctly. Probably gonna have to draw this quite a few times to get used to it as well. I'll do this. Show it's going back here. I like the overall design of the wing too here. I think it looks not cheapy per se, but it looks nice. Oh wait, I just noticed issue. No, it's an issue. I have to figure out how I did that other wing now too. What in the world? How does that happen, guys? I just did the wing. Now I can't do it. There, okay, there's that one. Okay, there we go. A tiny little feather right here. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Wait, no. That. There we go. Okay, we did that one. Now I can erase this part right here inside. I didn't erase the snake heads over here. They look like snake heads, I'm not gonna lie. Look at that. Okay, then we have this part goes. Wait. I'd like this to stop around there, I guess. I don't want it to look like lightning though. That's not what it is. It's just like a, I want to say metal, like plating there is all. Maybe like a V shape for that or something. Okay, I think I'm happy with that for now. I may or may not revise that again some point, but I actually really like that. I want to see where the skirts come out to real quick so I can add the hands. Behind the sleeves. That's too much chaos going on. I'm glad I did read it. Oh my gosh, I'm so much glad. Oh my gosh. So much happier about that. I just realized we don't have the same... Okay. Suppose we're doing this again. Delete. Shouldn't have anything on this now, and then we're going to do this. I'm gonna put the hands this way. I like that she looks much more peaceful in this. I don't know, I feel like I should move the hand back real quick, but it doesn't really matter too much, I guess. There we go. So the outfit is finished now. I do like the way that turned out much better than the one before. Let's turn off the other things that kind of get in the way, like the sleeves, and then Should I just Alf hands for one? Or maybe I'll just call it hands. Hands, sleeves. Well, that's just sleeves. Back. I'm gonna have to reflect those changes in the ribbon version. This thing. That's gonna be interesting. The ribbon, I could just, like, remove that. I'm trying to think how I'm gonna do this, actually. I need to leave the ribbon combo one in front, but I'll put this one behind, even the hands. Okay. I'll call it ribbon test. Shorts for top skirt, and then shorts, I'll say under, so I know it's a toggle for the skirt, rather. And if I have the sleeves on for this one, and that's the finished outfit without the skirt. I want to be able to toggle just the top skirt, which means I'll be turning this part off right here. Then we have this much showing here. Without the sleeves. Which is very reminiscent of this one right here. For me, so I'm really happy about that. I think I really have found something I'm happy with now. Something that combined my favorite editions of Alfina's outfits over the years. I'm also glad I got to address the Valkyrie thing, because I'm like, there is no way she is a Valkyrie. Like, she does have the feathery look and, like, the metal kind of thing, and she does use a spear or a lance. Other than that, it's completely different from the whole concept and lore of a Valkyrie. You guys will know what I mean once you guys get to see her lore and stuff. Because I'm sure I'll probably have her Vtube lore probably out, around the time I get the model done, probably. Which will be probably before I get my book out, so. You guys probably won't get to see that for a while. Unfortunately. Wait a second. Can I just combine these two? Wait, can I? I think I can. But I'm gonna refrain from that for now. But I think I could combine those two. Because technically, even when it's just these two showing... Oh, not that one. Those two? It doesn't affect the other one, so, Yeah, I like it a lot. I think I'll probably be ending stream now here, but I'm very happy I was able to combine pretty much a refined outfit version combining one, and not this one, number 8 and number 1 combined, pretty much, and then, like the refined outfit right here, and then we combined number 7, which is a refined version of this one, and then, this one, which is a refined version of this one right here, and this one combined, all those three. So essentially we just combined 3 refined versions and made 1 refined version, which I'm pretty happy with, so yeah. I didn't get to color it this stream, I guess. Maybe I could color it in real fast, like really sketchily or something. I could definitely do that, if you guys are interested in seeing that. The problem with that is I'm just gonna have to, like, color certain parts differently. That's when it gets a little bit confusing, so let me just put this all on a folder. because that'll help me understand what's what when I come back here, because a lot of the things you're seeing, like, on my screen right now for this single project, is I actually took a lot of different actual art projects, and I literally just kind of copied and pasted them with all their layers in here, so this is kind of a laggy, it was a little bit laggy when I was trying to resize them, to say the least. Specifically number 8. I'm looking at you, number 8 and number 7. Oh, number 5, that was literally a screenshot, because I'm like, I'm not taking the whole thing. That one was bad, honestly. Maybe I'll show you guys that one sometime, but that was an old Vtube model thing when it was supposed to be FF14 Alfina. Because I was too lazy to figure out an outfit. But now I have one. So, yeah. Let's color it in real quick, and then we can be done for tonight. What should we start with first? We should probably start with something easy, like the top. I'm gonna make sure it's underneath the layer, though. That's the biggest thing for me. And then we're going to... So I'm gonna color most of it white. I think to color any other color would kind of be weird for me. Because I kind of only picture her in that. Oh my gosh, this is not even showing up. That's wonderful. Whoa, it doesn't show up at all when you do it like that. What is going on? I guess it's better when you do it like this. Wait. Oh, I see what's going on here. What the? This only works to color one way, I guess. I like how it kind of looks like linen, actually. With just this brush. Or, I say brush, but it's technically pencil. But y'all know I mean Clip Studio brush. I don't know if this was actually a Clip Studio specific brush or if it was something from the community, because I have gotten a lot of different brushes in the community before. If you guys ever wanted to know what I'm using specifically, I'd have to look in depth, because, like, I use so many different things. I haven't found, like, just one set thing I like to use yet. Like, I feel like a lot of artists have on digital art. But once I do find something like that, where I actually know what brushes I've used, then I will be able to let you guys know. As of now, I definitely do not know. This will be for the skirt top. I'm gonna color this one. Ah, so many tiny brush strokes. Come on. It's just a rough coloring, I guess, but... Did I literally get out of the lines? Yes, I did. I don't like coloring out of the lines. I forgot to color the bodice part. I forgot what it's called. Is that what it's called, actually? The band? Part? Go back to this part. I just didn't want to lose this color, I guess. Let me just do this, though. I'll probably be annoyed and trying to figure out what color that is later, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Oh, what I mean by that though is like losing what what the losing what layer it's on. That happens to me a lot. Or I just lose the layer that's on, and then it's like, where was that? You're searching over every single layer looking for it till you finally find it. Have skirt bottom, which I need to make sure it goes here. I don't know why I chose pencil for this, honestly. I feel like this is one of the worst ways to show you guys how I'm supposed to color this. It's just like a basic understanding, I guess, but... Okay. For now. Reconnection successful. Okay, thank you. Thank you, OBS. Uh-oh. That's lovely. Well, okay. Okay, go back. Okay, so, yeah, that was weird. Very weird. I was very weirded out by that. Apparently it was saying, like, OBS was disconnecting or something. I'm like, what? Why is it disconnecting all of a sudden? I have no idea. I tell you, I didn't push it. Actually, I don't remember what I was saying now. Oh, something about how I'm gonna have to do another stream separately for, a hairstyle when I figure that out later. That's what it was. And this one... Okay, I'm gonna... get rid of this one. This could be interesting. Reconnecting the chat. Oh my gosh. There's definitely some type of issue going on. I don't know what it is. Probably internet connection or something. I'm gonna... Wait, what? I can't turn this one... Okay. I was gonna say. I thought I couldn't change that one for a second. I am an idiot sometimes. So I had literally just hidden the layer, and I was like, why can't I make it go invisible? What? Well, go figure. Okay. So we got that now. Oh, yeah, we can move this back to normal now. Oh, yeah, so this is gonna be the biggest part. We should make this part see-through now, like this. And even maybe this part a little bit see-through like that. And then we should just, yep. Sounds good. Fix this part now. I don't know if I should make the heart pink on the side, or blue, or just maybe keep it like maybe a cutout spot, maybe? We already have it on the knee. Well, I just realized there's like a length discrepancy right there. I guess it's probably fine. Maybe. Yeah, I feel like my main worry with this outfit though was just about it being oh no. I realized my tablet was like disconnecting for a second too, so it might just be something with my computer. Yeah, I was worried this outfit was gonna be too bland or too boring or something, just because it's just only one color pretty much. Besides the blue. It's like the only extra thing you have to look at. But that's kind of how it was meant to be. Then again, I wanted to kind of compliment Alfina, not take over the entire thing. And what I mean compliment is like compliment the colors of her hair and her eyes. So I hope I didn't make it, like, take over the whole thing. And then we have... I don't want to lose that color yet, though. I guess. I can make it here. Again, I'm gonna be running around mad trying to find that later. Go with a dark silver tone for this one. Oh. Dark silver tone for this. There we go. That looks much better, actually, with this on it. The mechanical pencil. Brush here. Much better. Now we can connect the upper part again. Perfect. And then we can do this part and then this part. There, I like it a lot. Let's do the upper leg design. This part too. Not the under part. That one for the skirt top, I mean. There we go. It's like a version 1. And then with this one and removing this one and this one, it's like a version 2. And then we have the ribbon in a color too. I kind of want to just redo that part. I'm gonna remove the legs here. And I'm gonna, like, take this part, but I'm gonna, like, just draw over it, I guess. Taking this color. And then we're gonna draw over it real quick. Just like we have done pretty much here. I want to see the actual legs we have, though. Here. I'm gonna make this one less, and then this one even less. Just so I can see where that is, and then... okay, I first need to remember I need a new layer. This one. I need to copy the colors we used. The new layer. This is the only way I know how to do that. I don't know if I don't know how to actually legit find the next colors for, like, for the color wheel down here. I don't know if it's down there. Maybe it is, actually. Like that. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, what the heck? I didn't know how to change that before. That's nice. New ribbon wing. I'm just gonna call it that. I don't know. For some reason I have it not showing. Wait, that's not the... No! That was the color layer! What am I doing? Okay, so the one thing I can think of is copy this. Delete everything that's on it. And then remove the color thing. There we go. Okay, goodness. I don't need the color on for this. Now we have this 19 copy. Okay, this is the one we're gonna make for the ribbon new. We're gonna put that in front of the legs, actually. Along with the new color there for it, if I can do that. Ribbon color. Guess I didn't need it to be purple, but hey. It's alright. So if I'm trying to think of this, how would the ribbon go? It'd probably be around like this, right? So I will continue the same path, kind of like this. And then I'm just gonna draw it strategically like this behind everything. And then it's gonna go over this part, if possible. Or perhaps maybe this is where it goes over now. Okay, so now we have this part right here. And I will be honest, it looks a little bit more like a long wing or feather or hand rather than a ribbon or a wing ribbon, I guess. I want it to have like a frayed look to it. I could probably do that at some point, but okay. I'm pretty happy with this, honestly. Oh, let me do this, actually. I didn't quite need to put it on this side, but I'll just do that for the heck of it. I could just consider the whole back part of this be like that, though. I'm gonna erase this part right here because it doesn't connect properly the way I was drawing it before. Like, that. And then we have this part, which connects down this way. I think I can erase that again, and then just, like, consider it could be starting at a lower point, and then goes down here. Just like that. And then we just, like, erase all this stuff in here. And then you start right back here. It does kind of get a little bit wider in this spot, and I'm not really liking that as much. Let's do that. It's because of perspective, but... yeah, so we can keep this... I'm gonna say that the one right here is in front. This one crosses over this one. Behind, though. That's what I'm picturing for this one. This one crosses over behind. I'm just gonna erase this part now. And then, when it comes to the right one, it crosses over in this perspective, though. What we should do is this right here, where I make it wrap around here, around this point. Make it kind of like the other one. And then I guess we don't really get to see much of how feathery the other one is, unfortunately. But when it's not like this, I think you'd be able to see it just fine, so that works. Okay. We're almost done. Oh, I just cut something I should fix. Down here. Didn't make it nearly as thick enough. It's supposed to cover the whole foot. It crosses here. It's gotta have the next feather right about here. Which means the next feather's gotta be right about here. That's where I wasn't counting for. Darn it. Okay, more like that. Much better. Should adjust this part right here too. See, what's funny is, or not funny, but like what's better about this is I put it in front of all these things so that when I put see, that's also the bad thing though. Essentially, turn this off for this one. We need this blue color again. You guys will get to see the moment now. When I look through every single one just to see where did we hide that blue color? Unless we, oh no. We might have Control Z'd it. I just realized. I think we did. Oops. I'll have to get that back somehow. We Control Z the blue. That was not good. Okay, this should be fine now. Essentially, yeah, we just want to color this part now. It is registered as over everything else. So technically it goes over everything. Just realized I had to redo the boots too, but I didn't do that. Oh wait, no, I didn't have to redo the boots because I just fixed it so that I redrew the ribbon and so that's not attached to the feet. Like the original concept was. So let's actually, before I color this fully, let me just get ribbon new and ribbon wing leg combo. That's what I was basing it off of before. New. Old. This one had definitely its own little charm to it too, though. This one feels tighter though. I kind of like that. I did like the loose look to it too, but I was just focusing on keeping the structure there and whatnot. We have that part done now. We can put the legs color back and stuff. Where are the legs? Here, they're there. Okay, just to color it now. Where is it? There it is. And the bonus about this ribbon is I'm gonna make it the same nice colors that I like on the original ribbon when I decided to put a ribbon on this design. I really wanted to have something that lit up, something that was more charming, pretty rather, just because I feel like white was just very bland. But I do like white a lot, but it did feel bland. And that's why I'm gonna be opting for this color now. Did go for a much like more sapphire blue here, but intended colors more like this, I guess. But yeah, I will get to change that up some point to whatever exact color it will be. We can make it more accurate even now, I guess. Making it more like... I don't want it to be too dull. I want it to be this color. Pretty much. Unfortunately, that won't work for this next one. Oh, this is how I do it. Okay. Now I'll recolor that part on the top. Just this part real quick. Oh, wait. That's not... This part? This part? Yes. The sapphire stays sapphire, though. Much better. And now for the final touch. Since we didn't finish. Back here, this one's going to be lower on the left. And the right one is going to be higher up. For the ribbon. I can actually get this. There we go. Let's see here. How do we represent this? Yeah, more like that. I feel like if I had this one, ribbon new, I could do this. There we go. Okay. That is the finished outfit. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, everyone. This was day 272 of streaming every single day, and art stream number 49. I enjoyed getting to tell you guys about some of my early stories about what at least got me into this, wanting to be in this field, rather. And how I'm going to be striving to progress towards that. And trying to help the channel a little bit more with more of my talents, like art and doing emotes and stuff for the channel. Really appreciate your guys' love and support. Hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.